says I'm live. Hi. I don't even know if anybody's on. I just wanted to pop on quickly. First of all, I have my cards in case anybody does come on. First of all, to say sorry, I have not been around the last couple of weeks. First of all, we've just had a heat wave. I don't know if anybody else was melting. If I haven't lost at least half a stone because of how much I was profusely glowing over the last couple of days, then I'll be disappointed. The other is that I had some visitors and it was really important that we focused on them and what they needed. So today is the first day. Hi, Facebook user. Today is the first day that I have not been melting. And hi, Tracy. So I just thought I'd pop on because it's the first day that I felt human at this time of night or any time of night. So yeah, we've been to the beach. We've had some fun. We've focused on the kids being home. I always find it the hardest time to juggle is the summer holidays with the kids. I do have one of my children that is transitioning from primary school to secondary school over the summer, and today we have had a wobble. Thank you so much, Facebook user. I really want to know who that is, and I'm tempted to go and find out on my feeds. So hi everybody. So I've had a couple of weeks just to focus on my friend who came down. Hi, Lorna. I am doing free readings, Laura. So before I do those, I am doing a free introduction to Tarot 101, a quick bare bones going over everything on Wednesday evening at 7:30. So if you want to come and join me for that, it is entirely free and it is in my entirely free spiritual development group. Hi, everybody. There's loads of you on tonight. And there I was thinking, I'll go on. No one will be on. So there's a class on Wednesday. Feel free to join the spiritual development group. The link is on the page. And you can find all my groups come up with Magpie Moonchild. So do that. Anybody who wants to learn tarot, fully learn tarot with me as a teacher, I am running a course from the 4th of September. It is £125. It is for 10 consecutive Sundays at 8 p.m. on a Sunday evening. It is 2 hours each class, and then each week I will teach you a different spread each week, and you can learn all the meanings, and we have associations with crystals and planets and star signs, zodiacs, and all these wonderful extra layers to tarot that will help you read it in a deeper way, so you have more and more to fall back on. Hi everybody. So your tarot course is £125. You can book that through my website, magpiemoonchild.com. I am taking personal bookings as well if you want personal readings, a full personal reading or anything like that. I just have a lot of background stuff to do for the last couple of weeks. So, and I'm on Thursday with the wonderful Laura from Ascending Butterflies. We're going to come on and do a live together on Thursday evening, 8 o'clock. So if you would like a reading, just let me know, just comment. That's all the housekeeping done today. I am a busy bee. People think that I've just disappeared into the darkness. I haven't. I haven't. So the little spiritual development group is just a place where you can learn to tap into your intuition. I put a different card up each day, and then there is just pulling whatever message you get from it. Whatever message you get from it, there are no rights and there are no wrongs. It's just to help you tap into your own inner compass. Thank you, Gemma. I did pick Laura first. As I looked at Laura's name, a card fell out, so I will read for that. Disappeared into the darkness. I do disappear into the darkness, but it's not that. I went into a shop this weekend, Phoenix Wings Crystals, in town. Incredible. They're doing some really good courses. They're doing a child's, if you're in Plymouth, go and check out Phoenix Wings on Cornwall Street. They're doing a children's workshop for 10 to 12-year-olds where you learn each of the different chakras. They learn all about energy things, and they get a chakra set to go home with as well. So it's really, really cool that kids are being taught these things. So I'm trying to convince mine to go and do that. I think my youngest would really benefit from that. But yeah, so it's really important things for them to learn. So Laura Dyson, what I have for you, I have the Six of Cups and then I have the Queen of Cups. I love this deck because the Queen of Cups is a magpie and the Queen of Cups is my card. We do have to, Amy, with ADHD. It's very true. Hello, husband. With this, Laura, I'm getting that there is something possibly to do with a child in your life, and you having this innate understanding of something going on with them, that your intuition is telling you something about that child, and several different things have added up. There's been a couple of things that have added up to something for you, certain things that have felt off. And it could be that your intuition is actually on point with this one. For those that don't know who my husband is, Terry Hopkins is my husband. He should be working right now. So yeah, there's something with this, with your child, that your intuition is telling you there is something going on with them. I don't know if this is necessarily your child or a child around you, but there is a child that you are understanding, have this gut feeling, and you're like, oh no, that's silly, it can't be that. No, this is just anxiety. No, this is this, I'm overthinking it. Trust your gut with this one, because I think that you're actually picking up on something with them that is important, that it's understood and recognized. Yeah. Benita, he is very supportive. He's literally been and picked me up a shamanic drum today, because the one that I wanted. I hope that's helpful in some way, Laura. Yeah, he's been and picked me up a shamanic drum today, because the one that I wanted sold out. Well, it didn't sell out. It sat there in my basket, and I was going to buy it for myself at the weekend. But it sold in the week before, because the money that I had earmarked for it, I used in other things that were very important. And he was like, oh, I'll get it for you. And then it was sold out. So it sold. So I just have to wait till next May till they can make me another one. Okay, Gemma, because it was all about the time that it had been made and what it was made of. And that was all very important for me. Gemma. So what do we have for Gemma? Hi, everybody. I can't believe how many of you are on. Maybe I should do late night ones another time. Gemma, 9 of Cups. There are figs on this, and figs are screaming at me. And it's like I'm seeing figs in a salad. Have you tried figs in a salad? The one that is supposed to will find me, absolutely, Benita. We went to a stall, again, another stall in Plymouth, that I've never seen before, and every time we walk past it, my husband sees it. It's the first time I've seen it, and it was called, what was it called? Hang on. But the guy was like amazing. Anyway, there was a whole story about he was amazing, and he was like, oh my God, I didn't know anybody else knew. He had the statue that I have on my work altar is the same one that he had off, and I did because so there you go, Sacred Circle. In Plymouth, in Plymouth Market, there's a stall. Oh, hello, Angel. Bye, Angel. They're already here. They're already here. Please do not interact with scammers. They will just take your money and anyway. So yeah, Sacred Circle. So there was this drum, and it was sat right next to me as I was looking and buying this Gaia spray, which smells divine. And yeah, this drum, and my husband had spotted it, and I'd spotted it. And it's funny because I always said to him, my first drum was made of goat, and the one that I was actually felt was mine, and I've actually been grieving it for a whole week because I felt like it was stolen from me by the universe. With reindeer, so it was quite nice that was goat, and I always said it would be goat, which is funny. So Gemma, for you, first of all, resilience is coming through strongly with this. Maintaining what you need for you to be fulfilled emotionally at the moment. I don't know about this. Okay, I don't know about anybody else, but the last few days, I can see you, Lorna. Hi. And as I say that, Amelia is nudging me, and Sophia is going, Mum, tell Lorna we said hello. So there's potentially been a bit of shadow work coming up from inner child work that's been needing to be done, Gemma. and I've had it come up. Lorna can attest to this. Lorna literally heard me waffle on about inner child stuff for me, triggers that have come up. So it could be that there are triggers coming up for you right now. But as beautiful Jo has been saying today, there is a need to almost stare down those triggers and really get to the root of healing those triggers and why they are coming up and why this is happening. Especially if you were doing a lot of manifesting around the Lionsgate portal, which I know I was very quiet around, but it was a really powerful time to put in intentions of manifesting. And when that closed on the 12th, these last few days since that will be you clearing away anything that is holding you back from manifesting what you wanted for the Lionsgate portal. So for the Lionsgate portal, for me, it's like the most potent time to manifest what I want to happen in the whole new year. For me, it's my energetic new year. So yeah, absolutely. It feels like anything coming up with that is because you are evolving. You have the Death card, which is a good card. It's not to be feared. You know this, Gemma. So it's this whole new phase coming up for you. What isn't, and because it's death, there's things that have slowly been leaving your life that aren't serving you, but now it really is that whole burning up, you know, the phoenix going down. And yeah, it's really weird energy that's been around the last few days. But that's what it is. It's the old stuff coming up so you can release it, so you can finally stop being held back and evolve and shed those parts of yourself so you can move forward into whatever it is that you are trying to manifest and to find your way with going forward. It kind of helps give you that clarity, because anything that's kind of coming up with shadow at the moment, it's releasing these old things that hold us back, old relationships, unhealthy attachments that we've had, and allowing that to be kind of tied up, closed up. There you go, Queen of Swords. Cutting the cords that aren't needed, putting the logical stop on everything, doing that deep work and healing, being completely honest with ourselves about why it's coming up, what really needs to be doing. It's allowing ourselves to witness that shadow and honor that is there, and to integrate that for you. I thought that, and I really had that pushed last week for me, with regards to social anxiety. Like I was really awkward. I am very awkward. Anyone who knows me will know that I am very, very awkward when it comes to social things. Like when you're very I know I come across really confident on here, but I'm really, really not. So yeah, I can talk to a computer. If you're in my actual physical presence, my autistic side just goes blah, blah, blah. I don't know what to do in this situation. So I've been pushing myself. I've had friends over for breakfast in the holiday with all their kids and the chaos. And I've had a friend come and stay, and that, again, pushed that. And yeah, no, nobody has a clue. It's wonderful. It's wonderful. I actually was housebound for 18 months at one point, about 15 years ago. And I still have social anxiety. Very quiet when there's more than 3 people. Yes. You know what it is you want, Gemma. It's about taking the opportunity to go after what it is. You have the Ace of Cups. So make sure you're honoring what you need and understanding what you need. But also going after and claiming what it is that makes you happy, what makes you feel fulfilled and fully satisfied. I went to the beach to watch the moon for Lionsgate Portal. I stood in the ocean, putting my intentions while the moon radiated. I love that so much. So much. I was on a beach. I loved that day on the beach. It was amazing. We were so determined to go. So if you have donated, please let me know. I know Tracy has. I've got to find Tracy's comment. So yeah, let me know if you've donated, because I really don't want to miss anybody. So if I've missed, please let me know. Okay, let's see. Tracy. I'm just going to honor the ones that have donated, just because I will still be doing free ones after. I just really want to honor equal exchange for those that have donated. Okay. Tracy. Okay, for you, I went to one beach leader and it was closed. It was closed. They closed it at 7:30. I don't know why they do that. It was good fun. If anybody ever comes to Plymouth, go to Bovey or go to Wembley. They're the best beaches. For Tracy, I have the Six of Swords. And the Six of Swords is finally being in a place where you are safe and secure and sound after a time of tyranny and struggle and feeling attacked or extremely stressed or anxious, some place that you don't necessarily feel safe and secure. And so dangerous things could be happening in that environment. When we have the Six of Swords, it means that we have now moved from that place where we didn't feel secure and we were endangered in some way. And that doesn't mean necessarily that somebody was threatening us or whatever, but when we go into anxiety mode, it really does feel like we're being attacked by the world or something is happening. And so we can temper that or try and self-medicate through that if we're not processing until we feel safe. And now it's coming into a place of safety and then again processing these things that have happened and rationalizing and integrating all those parts. So you may well have had this shadow of that time where you felt unsafe and insecure. And I don't mean insecure like as a person, well, maybe as a person, but I mean like you weren't in a secure environment. And we now come into, after that, this period of assessing things. And you then have the Seven of Pentacles. So if we've come into a place of safety and security and we are now in a protected environment, we now have this Seven of Pentacles. And the Seven of Pentacles is really about feeling like something is just around the corner. And it's, do I put a bit more effort into it or do I just sit back and see if it turns up or do I walk away entirely? Because this is Pentacles and not the Eight of Cups, although they're very similar cards. The Seven of Pentacles would suggest that it's just taking a bit more time than you thought it would do and not having tangible evidence of that growth being fully realized. What we then have is the Magician, and I like this, that it's a fox in this one. Sorry, I've got green nails, but for some reason the orange dye out of my hair is still coming out of it weeks later, so it's made it look kind of weird and brown. But with the Magician, it's recognizing that you have all the elements in place already. You already have everything you need for whatever this is to come into fruition. You already have it. It's about just playing with the ratios of bits and bobs, the ingredients that you have until you get that beautiful, balanced out time. Why am I saying time? Maybe time is part of it. Balanced out ratios of everything. So you have this beautiful tempered energy. I feel like this may be to do with your connection, that you already have all the elements. It's just working out what works for you in what way and what ratio, what things need to be part of your practice, what things need to be reduced a bit. And it is just trial and error. But with that Seven of Pentacles being there as well, it may not be to do with that, but with that Seven of Pentacles, it would suggest that you are so close, it's nearly paying off. It's just going to take a little bit more time or effort for it to just, I don't feel like it's necessarily effort, but a little bit of playing around with the parts in order to get that point where it works. And then once it works and you get the payoff, it's then growth and progress from that point on. You do have the Queen of Pentacles. So I don't know if grounding is part of that, feeling grounded and centered. You then have the Knight of Cups, and I like this. This is the Apprentice. And also that is the same Phoenix that is on the Death card. But there is this energy of an apprentice energy with the watery elements, so emotions and spiritual aspects, the receptive feminine aspects of energy. But with the Queen of Pentacles there, that does feel, I mean, we're about to go into Virgo season. You may find that you're starting to shift things around within Virgo season. So anytime kind of from next week through to like the middle end of September, you'll have this energy of, oh, I'm starting to get it now. I can start really developing and start going with it. But don't doubt that you already have it. You have the Seven of Cups. I don't know if you go off into daydreams and see things. But yeah, there's that energy there of things will come in. They will come in for you. Okay. Where am I going? Where did I just see? Cheryl Flint. No, nobody is too late. I am just honouring the ones that have paid. You don't have to pay, by the way. Hi, Kim. Feeling very unsettled at the moment. I was right. Things did come to an end. It's nice to hear confirmation. I'm going to be honest. I do forget things because I read and then it leaves my brain. But thank you for your job did end this August. Oh my God. Wow. Okay. I hope that's a good thing. Oh, Donna Mary. Oh, bless you, cotton socks. No, not today, my friend. No, we don't want the scammers. Oh, sorry. I've then shown you who the scammer is. Do not interact with that person. Where was I? Cheryl Flint. I was on Cheryl Flint. Let's have a little look. See, Cheryl Flint. Oh, wow. Okay, I like this. King of Pentacles with the Magician. There is, within your material world, room for you to bring into being anything that you really want to manifest. I don't know if you were working with the Lionsgate portal. I lovingly block them, yeah. Oh, I'm so glad, Chelsea. Cheryl, for you. So yeah, I don't know if you, because I say that because there is a line on this King of Pentacles. But being in a position, because you have the Magician, these elements that are, again, all at play, but really having the power to bring into be to manifest anything that you really want to, because you do have the commitment. You do, you don't really know much about Lionsgate. Okay, so the Lionsgate was on the 8/8. That was its peak, but it closed on the 12th of August, which is why we've had this weird energy the last 3 days, because things are starting to take place that were manifested in that time. And there was a few days before that. And it's really a really powerful time. Basically, it's where Sirius and Orion's belt line up with the pyramids of Giza. And because it happens in Leo season, it is the Lionsgate portal. And so it's this really powerful manifestation energy. I think we had a solar flare around that time, during that time as well. So it was kind of heightened. And we had the supermoon and everything came boom. It was a really powerful time. We have like planets going retrograde. It's crazy time. So yeah, with this energy though, with the King of Pentacles and Magician, it's almost like you have the resources that you require already to manifest anything that you kind of want to bring in right now. We have the Judgment card. We have the Lovers. If anybody has not noticed, there are so many magpies in this deck. That is why I bought it. And we have the Seven of Cups. So for you, it's having these different options coming up, but making a decision that is possibly going to be quite profound. With the Judgment card being there, it can be making a choice to step into something that fear is the only thing that's really been holding you back with it. With the Lovers, there is a choice. And sometimes we think that's a black and white choice, that it has to be one or the other. But sometimes there is a blend of the two. And if you look, we have the Seven of Cups. And this is all about choices and options and considering all the options. It doesn't have to be either or. It could be 2/3 this and 1/3 that, or 3/5 this and 2/5 that one. There is all this wonderful thing in between, and you have the Magician in the middle, which is the trainee alchemist basically. And the alchemist is the one that finds, like Philosopher's Stone. They turn lead into gold because they get the perfect balance. They know how to temper chocolate, and they get the perfect snap because they've trained and they've worked through all these things. So with this, it could be that there are lots of options for you at the moment. And it's okay to consider that maybe you only want to do 2 of the things or 3 of the things, or maybe you want to do all the things. but recognizing that there isn't just a black or white kind of answer to a decision, that there are other options to consider as well. And it's really about taking the time to investigate all of them, and also seeing how they feel for you. Do you feel it in your gut? Do you feel it in your heart space? Do you feel all warm here? Do you feel it in your throat? Where do you feel it in your body? And does that feel good or bad or neutral? And then does it also line up with what you're thinking or feeling? So it's really about aligning those up in that way for that decision. It could well be spirituality, but we also have the pentacles. So there is this practical sense as well, this 3D tangible world. But it could well be that there are things in your physical world that will help you with regards to spirituality. With spirituality, yes, it may well be. There is a pair on here. I don't know why I have to tell you there is a pair on this card. And clover. Pear and clover. And it's red clover, if that makes any difference. I don't know if you look into plant medicine or plant spirit medicine. But there is pear and there is red clover that is screaming out at me. So it could well be with spirituality. It can be deciding, hey, I want to try this and this at the same time. And looking into that. Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, you may well be learning something. Hanged Man. Oh, when I mean medicine, I don't mean literally like putting the stuff in your body. Each plant has a meaning, and that can be giving you spiritual medicine, as in spiritual guidance that can help you to navigate current times. So you know how people used to give, like, you give someone a rose and that was all about commitment or love or dedication or whatever the flower meant? There is a spirit medicine, as in guidance or something that could help you heal within the meaning of what that flower or plant symbolizes. It's not just herbology where it's making tinctures and, you know, go and take some red clover or whatever. No. It's looking into the spiritual medicine. So it can be like, what does the tree of pear mean? Because you have like the Ogham, the Celtic Ogham system, which is a bit like runes, but it's the Celtic system. And so it's each of them has a different tree. Each of those lines means a different tree, and each of those trees has a different kind of medicine or message for you. So there's pear, which isn't part of Ogham. But they do all have their own meaning. It's a bit like spirit animals. Spirit animals will bring you certain messages, like I know spider can be all about, you know, weaving things, abundance, things like that. So red clover and pear are coming through in this. But with the Hanged Man, it's like you're trying to put practical learning in place in order to apply that to spirituality. Red clover on there, and some sort of deer as well. So I think out of the two, it'd be red and strawberries. Strawberries. That's what I'm talking about. How I disappeared. Have I heard of anyone working with Anubis? Not. People have in my personal sphere. No. Have a look at how you work with deities. There may well be a group that work with Anubis, a leader. But yes, a physical, it's like, I don't know if you need a physical ritual to get you connected spiritually. There may be part of that. It's whatever works for you. Because I think for you, it doesn't have to be spirit as in ghosts or people that have passed over necessarily for you. You can have a spirituality that is physical based, like your connection to nature and again, working with plants, working with trees, you know, using them for guidance. There's so much. You need face-to-face practice, yeah. And it is very much a very grounded experience. It's like you need the divine here on earth to interact with you. That's what the Empress is. She is she is the divine connection on earth. I know the High Priestess, but she's off in the thing, whereas the Empress is very much energy based in the earth. It's the Earth Mother. I hope that's helpful in some way, Cheryl. Okay, let's see. I've missed anybody that's donated. You've been waiting a long time for me to go live. I know. It feels like this is what happened. I walked into Phoenix Wings Crystals on Saturday. And Angela behind the counter went, "Did you read for me? Who is..." Hang on, let me see. Did you miss it? I can't see who that is. I'm going to be really, really rude. And go, I'm going to guess you're in the nest because it's not showing your name. Joanna, was that you? Let me see. Hang on. Joanna, you're coming up as Facebook user. Do not worry. I'm going to guess that was you. Yes, it was. Okay. Heard it go buzz. Yes, Joanna. Joanna, you cannot see me. I cannot see your name. There you go. I like that one more because it hasn't got a sad face on it. Anybody that doesn't follow Joanna already, follow her because she's incredible. She's been in the my spiritual development group. She's done some Fae card postings, and oh my god, they are. Mine was so on point for what's going on with me and my spirituality right now. It was amazing. Okay, Joanna. And she makes amazing jewelry as well. I'm not wearing it today. It's like the first day. It's been so hot. I haven't worn any jewelry. But over in my Moonchild box is the necklaces that she bought. She made me. There's a garnet choker, which is incredible. Oh, it's beautiful. Love this deck. It's called the Likely Tarot. I got it from, was it Kickstarter? Most of my decks come from Kickstarter. It's a beautiful deck. It's all witchy and beautiful. Okay, we have the Nine of Wands, so boundary setting. We have the Knight of Wands, going after what you really want. Having fun, going on adventures. Oh, they've got some amazing things in there at the minute, Chelsea, with like courses that they're running and stuff. That's who's doing the children's, the teenagery chakra. I did it the weekend, so yeah, I walked in. So I walked into Phoenix Crystals on Saturday, and Angela went, "I haven't seen you for ages." And I'm like, everybody keeps saying this to me every time I go anywhere. "I haven't seen you for ages." She went, "I manifested you in here. I was literally just saying you haven't seen Kayleigh for ages." And then I walked through the door. So, yeah, they're really lovely in there. I picked up some crystals that I've never heard of. Every time I go in there, there's a new crystal that I've never heard of before. So yeah, Joanna, for you, there is a boundary kind of energy of what you're not going to tolerate anymore. Because there are things that you want to go and do. You also have the Page of Pentacles, and I really like this. It's like you're getting, curious and allowing things to just be and to just happen and to see what comes in and being open to it all, rather than, not that you've ever been this way, but rather than thinking that you know everything, or that it's being inquisitive and curious and watching things and assessing everything and taking everything as a learning experience without really committing to learning, kind of learning by the way that you're in flow and things come to you. That Knight of Wands, enjoying fun. Right now is a bit like WTF. Okay. Do you want it more specific while we're here, or... There's been a push. Oh, Empress energy. So yeah, definitely. I love this Empress card. And it does have the strawberries, which makes sense because strawberries are all about sensuality and sexuality and fertility and hi, Veronica. And all these wonderful energies of... I lost 3 days on strawberries. No, I haven't, Cameron. No, I haven't. Joanna, Queen of Swords. A logical decision is potentially going to need to be made. You also, Queen of Swords with a magpie. I don't know if you can use anything that was literally taught to you in the course, the tarot course. And I say literally because that feels like what it is. What is sad is if someone was given a gift like yours, instead of helping people, you only want to make money from it. I don't only want to make money from it. I'm not sure where that's come from. Joanna, I don't know if you have been set with a test. And a threshold over it. The need to stand your ground with something, because we have that Queen of Swords and she can be quite the warrior when she needs to be, like coming from a cooler, logical point of view. Also, she speaks up. She's not afraid of using her words. And as I say that, there's like this weird phlegmy feeling in my throat. Test card came out yesterday. And it does feel like that. It feels like this is about you saying, hey, no, I don't have to do this. I can have fun. I can do something I enjoy. I may not be doing it just yet, but I have a plan. I am planting the seeds so that it can grow into something, because I know this is what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to heal people. I'm supposed to nourish that. But you do have the Queen of Swords. But the fact that it has a magpie on there would suggest to me that there is something, either looking at the medicine of magpie or whether there was something in the course with regards to that Empress card. Like, go back and watch the video of that class and see if there was something in the Empress card that can help you at the moment. And then you have the Page of Swords and the Knight of Swords with that Queen of Swords. So again, it's magpie. You keep seeing them. There you go. Magpies for me and my ancestors telling me everything. It's okay, Kelly. If that's how she feels about it, that's fine. But people forget that I do more free than I get paid, which is fine. Also, I've trained for 17 years. I have done a lot of work, a lot of skills. It takes a lot of time to hone a practice. And at the end of the day, we all have to put our kids in school uniforms or feed or put clothes over our house over our head. So that's okay. It's okay. I don't have to justify what I do to Donna. It's really sad that you wouldn't go to an artist and say, hey, I'm going to have your painting for free. Or there you go, Cheryl. People don't understand. It's not a gift either. Anybody can do this. Anybody can learn this. So it's not a gift as such. Anybody can read tarot. And I say that every time I come on. Anybody can do this. But maybe Donna wants to, if that's how she feels, should look at why that triggers her in that way. That's what I'm saying. I know it's like this. The orange happened, the fire happened. It's okay. Donna obviously came up to be something that I had to face today, which is I struggle with that anyway. I struggle with charging anyway, and I really hate putting a price on it, and I hate any side of that to do with money. So trust me, I do not make very much money at all doing this. I do it because I purely love it, and I do want to do that work. So it's fine. So yeah, Joanna, with the Knight of Swords and the Page of Swords, it feels like if something is coming through logically, follow the rabbit hole, get curious, see the signs, read the signs. Definitely go back and have a look at the Empress card, but don't take everything too literally. Get a bit curious with other meanings. Extrapolate that off a little bit. Play with the words a little bit. Allow your brain to do the things, the jumping points, here to this, to this, to that. And it may well lead you to what it is you're looking for. Also, this rabbit has red eyes. You also have the Four of Wands. Celebrate everything in this moment. You have red clover on 2 of these as well. So have a look at red clover as well for you, because there may be something there. But yes, go logically, but be curious. And celebrate every moment. You also have the High Priestess. Your intuition is always on point. It's always your higher self, has so much wisdom. I don't know if you realize when you're reading, sometimes we don't realize when we're doing a reading that what we're passing over is, Lorna does this actually. She goes, oh, it's not me, I'm just a channel. Well, it is and it isn't to a certain extent, but you have to have built your practice for you to, you have to develop your practice for you to understand what you're seeing and to know. And that comes through being curious and going down the rabbit holes and learning things. Well, there you go. Maybe it's in your garden. How is the fairy garden going? Have you talked to them yet? Are you working with them? You know, I always say don't work with them unless you know what you're doing, but I really feel like you should. For you, I think it's like you're going home. So, yeah, 10 of Pentacles. What makes you feel secure? What makes you feel fulfilled, materially as well as physically? Someday it will all just be energy exchange. I really hope so, Vanita, because I'm always open to trades. So if anybody has a service or something they provide and they're up for an exchange, they want a reading in exchange for something, I'm always down for that. I'm extremely fortunate in the sense that my husband's job means that I don't have to make money, if that makes sense. So anything that comes in really is a benefit or a bonus to us. So, yeah. Okay, as long as I haven't missed anybody, I hope that's helpful, by the way, Joanna. And if you need help, if you have the 6 of Pentacles, so if you need help, just ask for help. It's always good fun, right? To do a trade. I did one with Jared once. He actually did a thing for Terry in exchange for, what did he do in exchange for? I can't remember, but there was something I did that he, Jared May of Rowan Wolf. Oh, by the way, I did his meditation circle on Sunday night and it was amazing. You didn't upset me, Donna. You didn't upset me, Donna. It's fine. Because you basically just projected what goes through my head all the time. So you haven't upset me. You haven't upset me. Yeah, Jared's meditation circle. And it was 2 hours of learning. Well, it's just funny. I literally used the camel analogy 2 days ago. Yeah, Jared's meditation circle, he does them once a month. And it was I think it was £10, $10. I might have been $10. And he's doing another one in September. And I'm going back for the next one. But we tried 3 different types of meditation and then all shared how it felt for us, what our practice was, what we got from it. And not just like, did we see anything or anything like that? It was just working out what worked for us. So a meditation that worked for me may not have worked for the others, or we all got different things. So check out Jared, first of all, if you ever want a rune reading, because he's incredible. And secondly, that meditation circle was unbelievable. So it was really good. I came out of it feeling refreshed and recharged. It was incredible. Okay, let's go for the freebies. Rebecca Toy, you've had a really hard few days. The last 3 days has been really hard. There's been a lot of shadow work coming up, a lot of heavy energies. Lots going on. Okay. Rebecca Toy. For you, you have the Three of Pentacles. The Three of Pentacles is about how we interact with other people, to work with other people. So we then have the Knight of Wands, and then we have the Six of Swords for you. So I don't know if you've been feeling very highly strung the last few days, in the sense of feeling, and I've just said this earlier, with this sense of anxiety, we can feel like we're being attacked or we're being pushed, even though the situation may not necessarily make us feel like nothing actually does, but it feels like we're in panic. And so it's like, yeah, exactly. We're all just channels and mirrors for what we need, Kelly. Absolutely. So yeah, there's this energy of feeling unsafe, really, is what I'm getting with that. And I feel really cold as I'm in that, feeling alone and unsafe, and like you aren't supported. I feel like there is support around you. There is a good support network around you. You just need to reach out to them and say, hey, I'm not okay. Especially if these are friends and you've not connected and done something fun with them for a while, because I feel like where you were even like 6 weeks ago is very different to where you are now. I don't know why I'm feeling that in particular, but there really is this energy of going out and having fun and kicking back and having an adventure. And I'm okay. Thank you guys for trying to pick me up when you thought I wasn't okay. I'm all right. So yeah, there's this support network around you, this community around you. It may only be 2 or 3 people, but there are people that you can lean on if you need to. So make sure that you are getting the support you need, that there is one person in particular you can really count on that is there for you when you need them. Because I don't know if you've really, how badly you've struggled the last few days. But there are people around you that love you and care for you. And if you want to just say, I need to get out of the house, I need to go and do something, can we just go and do something? Can we just go shopping for the day? Can we just, can we go to the beach for the day? Can we just go out for a night out or something? There is something that is just kick out and do something different. Have some fun, have some play, just go and do something. There are sunflowers and chilies on here. Sunshine is always fun. Hot summer days, we've just had them. Gail, I'm sending you so much love. I just want to, I can't even imagine how your last few days have been. I can't even. Rebecca, for you have the 8 of Cups, and with that and the 6 of Swords, that is a card of leaving something that's not too hot, that has been incredible, that you've invested a lot of time and effort in, and potentially thinking about walking away from that because you don't feel secure, or you don't feel supported, or you don't. And with that Knight of Swords as well, traveling, leaving a place, there may be an energy of that attached to this situation where it's leaving somewhere that you don't feel secure and you don't feel supported and you don't feel safe. It's not bringing you everything you need. And so looking at, do I need to go to somewhere else? Because you have a lot to bring, you have a lot to offer, practically, financially as well, potentially, but materially, like on paper, you also have this energy of feeling that you'd love to move from where you are. Okay. Start making plans. Where is it you would want to go? And then we have the Temperance card, which is the Alchemist. Where do you want to go? What do you want that to look like? What place are you looking for? And then look at what the ideal is, and then have some room for compromise about where it is you would like to go. Like, because it may be that your ideal place would be, I don't know, a certain place, but that may be out of your budget. But if you're slightly, a little bit of traveling away from that, like 10 minutes out from that place, you may find the perfect thing for you on your path. Knight of Wands is also about travel. So yeah, look at what it is that you actually, the baseline that you require, but also what would you ideally want from a place to move to as well. Because this is your foundation. This is where you want to grow. I don't think this is going to be a place that you move from right away or any, when you're there, there's a feeling of permanence to that home. That's why it's important that you get the right balance of everything you're looking for. And it has to be a compromise, not settling. If that makes sense. Have set firm boundaries of what you will and will not accept in that home. I hope that's helpful in some way, Rebecca. Hi, Angie. Let's see. Where are we going? Where are we going? Where are we going? Chuck me some emojis. Gail, let's do one for you while people are chucking emojis up. You're so welcome, Rebecca. Okay. For you, Gail, I've got Queen of Wands, which is absolutely someone that is... Oh, we miss you too. Did he have a good birthday, Sarah? We did. You and sent a message. We forgot to send a card because it's us, but we did. You and sent a message. We send him something in the week. Gail. With you, oh my God, there's figs again. Whatever the Millicent figs is. There's also thistles and dandelions. I mean, thistles obviously is Scotland, but I didn't realise when thistles sort of seed, they go a bit like a dandelion, and they're actually what create what I call wish fairies, those big ones that look like dandelion clocks, but they're all the way around, the big ones. They come from thistles, not dandelions, and that was something I realised when we did that. For you right now, it's about your confidence, what you've done, where you've gone to, but there's something for you about, I mean, potentially you're walking away from something that you've poured effort and time into, and love and affection, not because it doesn't matter anymore. It just feels like it's about what you require, where you feel happy, where you're going to grow, where you're going to thrive, because you have the Ace of Pentacles. And this for you is about you saying, I'm not going to accept less than I want, than I deserve. And the Ace of Pentacles is also an opportunity for something in your material world. So this could be a new friendship, it could be a new relationship, it doesn't feel like a new home. I'm going to be honest, it doesn't feel like a new home. It feels like new work or some form of opportunity in the material world. So that could be a friendship, relationship, job, something is an opportunity, but it's yours to grab if you want it. It's going to be offered to you, but it's up to you to choose to take it. It feels like what's going to worry you with that, though, is either time or energetic balancing of that. Your resilience is really going to be tested if you go for that. But that's not to say that it's a bad thing. It feels like it's going to be a reminder of how strong and capable you actually are. It's you stepping into your power. We also have the death card, that end of the old into a new phase, the allowance of allowing things to go. I know you have had a literal one of those in your life recently, but I don't feel it's attached to that. And if it is, you have the Queen of Swords, and the Queen of Swords is somebody that has shut down their feelings. To make sure you're not shutting down your feelings, that you are allowing yourself to feel and process those feelings. But for this, with the Queen of Swords and the Ace of Cups, it's really about what do you need for you to be fulfilled from this point forward, and what are you stepping into unapologetically? Because I don't know if you've been considering other people's feelings lately and dancing around people, but now it's really important that you just go, hey, I need to prioritize me, and I need to prioritize where I'm going and what I'm doing. and honoring yourself, what you need and what you require are the most important things right now, spiritually, work-wise, physically. Joy. And I don't know if you've been cleansing your house space, like doing a smoke cleanse. Doing a sailing, so to speak. Because I don't know if there's residual energies of stuff in there that needs to be cleansed out and cleared. And you're not alone. Just reach out to people. Let people know. Speak to people if you need people. No, Christine, it wasn't you. It's Gail. Whoever's in the bottom corner is whoever I'm reading for right now. That was Gail. Cleanse with sage. Yeah, give the space a cleanse. Just so that any energy that's in the space is what's required right now. I hope that's helpful. Okay, what did I see? Okay, a leader. Which business to focus on? Let's have a look. A leader. You have the likely creator and the Knight of Wands. Art is the place to be focusing on. It's what you're passionate about. Make sure that you are putting passion into what you're doing, allowing fire, the fire energy, the base energies. I don't know if that's part of what it is. I don't know if you've been scared about holding yourself back from something. Also, I don't know if there's been some sort of ending in your life recently. Like, I don't know if it's a rock bottom moment. Is that what I mean? Something ended or had to be removed. How my motivation for earning money isn't for myself, but to save money for when my fur baby decides to come back. Oh. It is really about that 10 of Swords. My fur baby died. Yeah. Allow yourself to put that into your artwork. To allow, this sounds weird. It's like Van Gogh, right? Van Gogh, right? He poured his pain into his artwork. I don't know if there's something about that you can pour into the artwork as part of that. Yes, 8 of Wands. It's either processing through it or something of the fur baby inspires. Is it a cat? Was your fur baby a cat? Oh, maybe it's a dog. But it's almost like you need to channel the feeling rather than thinking about it logically, if that makes sense. It's getting it through. Because I feel like the more you think about it rather than feel it, don't overthink it. He was a dog, but my mum would joke and say he's a cat. I said that, and then I pulled a card that literally had a dog on it, St. Bernard on there. But allow him and his energy to inspire you. It's almost like honoring him by bringing him into the process. Maybe he's coming back as a cat or a raven. No. It's hard. Don't forget to talk about that. I know people are dismissive when it's a pet, but they really shouldn't. It's still a family member. Just find someone that understands and talk to them through that, through how you're feeling, or yeah, get curious, get playful. If you're painting and a word comes in, don't dismiss it. Just write it down. Like whatever you're channeling when you do the painting, write the stuff down. because I think it will apply to the artwork. But I feel like you have to feel, not think. So if something pops in your head, write it down. It may apply to what you're doing, but yeah. Okay. Let's go with Lorna. I hope that helps, Alida. But definitely your artwork, because your artwork has messages to convey. Yes, finishing. When are you coming to Plymouth next? When do you want to come to Plymouth next? Okay, Lorna. If I get much more red clover, I'm gonna go a bit mad. Clearly, I need to. Should I have a look at the medicine of red clover? Because it may have run off onto everybody, and then I'll stop seeing red clover. Allowing one to see and interact with the other world. It is a good talisman for. It meant protection, success, money, love, fidelity, consecration, and exorcism. Where am I looking? It's just decided to do something completely different on that page. It's a cleanser and a healer. Oh, okay. I mean, that does help me with this. Oh, Chelsea, that's who I was on the beach with. Sarah's who I was on the beach with, people, in the photos. It's my kids and her kids in the sea with me. Lorna, I do feel like that may actually be to do with clearing and unblockages. Because it goes from the 5 of Wands to the 4. And I know that's a backwards progression in the Wands suit, Lorna, but to me, that's more about stability. Things unblocking, obstacles having found a way over, so you can go back to stability, temporary stability, but it is stability, but stability that will have a progress. There's unblockages, and it takes them to a place where they then feel stable, so they can assess where they want to go and what they're doing. There is a choice coming up. You have the Lovers, and then you have the Tower with the Page of Swords. I don't feel like that's necessarily a bad one, because this is going to be really horrible against wasps, and I'm sorry. That is a hornet's nest or a wasp's nest, right? There is a hornet's nest that is going on around, but that hornet's nest is being removed by the lightning. So I don't feel like that's a bad thing with that Tower card being there. A choice to make forward. It feels like you are removing a hornet's nest with a decision, because you're sick of it. You're sick of the hornet's nest. So it's either being removed or your decision removes it in some way. Yes, you do, Alida. You need to admit that you are an artist. For ages, I was going, I'm not a tarot reader. And I'm like, but I am a tarot reader. With the Page of Swords there, though, after that, with the Queen of Swords, it's being aware of, I want to say, gossip or stories going around. And that's okay. I don't think you need to do anything about it, because we then have the Queen of Swords. You will know what to say when it's the right time to say it. However, you have a support network around you. And your foundation is truth and honesty, and you can't do anything but be truthful or honest or authentic. So your behavior will absolutely show the truth of a situation. So this may mean that somebody leaves your life for whatever reason, and you will feel their loss, that they have chosen to leave your life. But that is their choice. And actually, I think this is the point in the road where that person in your path, they're supposed to go off. I don't know if that's permanently, but you will feel their removal. I know that's not very positive, but it's because don't forget you have good memories with this person. Don't allow a severe, harsh ending. Somebody's not going to be very good with their words, or they're not being very good with their words. And that doesn't mean they're gone for good. It just means that right now they're being removed from your life for a while. But they bought, and you have the Strength card. The lessons that they had, and there may be some healing that you need to do around their words. I don't think their words are your truth. I believe they're their truth. And it's coming from a place of hurt or feeling your removal from their life. When actually they're choosing to remove themselves from your life. And then I'm seeing Silver Birch, which is again about protection. There's a lot of protection and support around you. I think this person doesn't have a lot of support around them, and that's why they're trying to desperately. That's why they're feeling your removal from their life so harshly. And the only way they can control that is to make that on their terms. Yeah, I think that's what it is. The pain they put you through. Yeah. And I really do believe it's that. They will come back round once they've healed and worked through that. It's not a reflection of you, it's a reflection of them, because they don't have the support around you that you have around you. And I believe you are most of their support. And that's not to say that you should make any decisions or anything any different, but I think they're lashing out because that is the truth, when really what they need to do is learn to reach out and share energy with other people as well. And actually, sometimes we're removed from people's lives because they have to learn to support themselves without us in it, if that makes sense. 10 of Cups, though, afterwards, I do feel they'll come back round. There may be apologies and reconvening and reconnecting at some point, but they need to go and learn how to be on their own without you. Okay, where are we going next? Love you too, Lorna. Anytime. Okay. Keep putting up emojis if you want one. Chelsea, I believe. That song's in my head. Chelsea Dagger. Why are you dancing slowly, sucking your sleeve? For information, I was the kid that sucked their sleeve. I was also the kid that sucked their own hair in the back of the classroom. So tell me you're autistic without knowing you're autistic. You need sensory soothing. Okay. Chelsea. Okay. Okay, Chelsea, for you, did I see you were applying for new jobs? There is a path forward, but it's not the one that you think it's going to be. I don't know if there's one that you will need to study as part of it, or you'll have to learn something new as part of it, and you're thinking, oh, I don't think I have enough experience in that, or I don't have enough. I feel like that's going to be offered to you. I have 3 interviews. I feel like you'll go into an interview and you'll feel very underqualified, or very like you haven't got everything that you need. And that's not a reflection. So don't panic. Don't think that, oh my God, I think you're going to come out of it and go, that was terrible. That's the worst interview I've ever had. I'm never getting that. But there's one, it feels like you think that you don't have enough experience for it. I think you'll come out of that interview and go, that's the worst interview I've ever had in my life, and nothing's going to come of that. And then they will come in with an offer, and they will offer that you may be able to train towards it, or that they see something in you that they would like to support you towards that, or something that you could progress forward. Justice. Because I think they'll see that you will put in as much effort as they will be offered to invest in you. You didn't finish the test. You will have within the next week, you will have an offer of a new job. You only had 20 minutes. That must have felt like the rug had been pulled from under you. That must have been a shocker. Within the next 7 days, you should have an offer of a new job, should you wish to take it. Trust your instincts with it. I do feel like there is a position where you may have to do some learning with that. But I think it's showing that you are prepared to do the learning, that you are prepared to develop yourself, to evolve yourself within it. I just think you don't think you're good enough. But if you don't think you're good enough, but you know that you're willing to put in the effort and the work to do that, then remind them that you're willing to do that. Because I think that's what's going to come through. I don't know if anything involves a rainbow. Yes. That's what I'm getting anyway. I hope that's helpful. So drained. Did you feel like you've been wiped out? You'd had all your energy taken from you? Ta-da! The Sun and the Star. They're really good cards to finish on. Okay, let's see. Where are we going? Where are we going? No, it's fine. No, I just try and honour the ones that do that. It's just because I personally worry that if they have, I haven't them. Currency is emojis. Yeah. I take emojis. Oh, actually, I'll do that one. Caroline, I will come to you in a moment. Shining Star. But Nala, okay. Your cat, Nala. Let's have a look. Oh, wow. Okay. I love this. Well, I don't, because I don't know if your cat's poorly. The first card that comes out, you have four major arcana with your cat, so something major is going on. You have experience in tarot. Do it, Chelsea. Do it. Karen's cakes are amazing. I've been seeing them going, oh, I wish I was in Australia and she could bring me a cake. So yes, with regards to Nala, we have the Devil card, and then the Strength card. So this is going to sound really weird, but I don't know if there's something attached to your cat that maybe needs removing or healing in some way. I feel like you can do this for them. We have the Strength card, which also is Leo season anyway. I don't know if your cat thinks it's a lion, but it does have the strength of a lion in that sense of, resilience and capability of moving through things. I have the Queen of Cups, the Magician, and the Judgment card. So there's garlic on there or shallots on there. I don't know if cats can eat onion, but you have the Queen of Cups, which to me would be if you feel, not this part, feel in everywhere else, that she requires that, then that is your judgment call to take her. And I say that judgment as in you have everything within you to make this judgment call. Your intuition is on point. And then we have a tiger. You have a strong cat. I don't know if you do Reiki or anything like that, but there's the possibility that you may be able to give them some energy healing. But if you feel that they need a vet, then if something's telling you that they do, go and get them checked out. Because I feel like your intuition knows more about this than these cards do necessarily. Everything that you need to make the decision is in front of you, and everything that you need to make the decision is within you. They weren't able to help her. Okay. Try a different vet. To take on 8 turkeys. Mine comes home, I think he came home with a mouse or a shrew the other day. And he just made this weird noise at the door, and I looked and I was like, Thor. And then it was a very different noise. And so, yeah, I looked and there was a mouse. He bought me a present. Mum, you're hot and you're feeling struggling, so I'm going to bring you a mouse. I've been trying to get a urine sample from her, but she's stubborn. I can imagine. Oh, she's Aquarius. Those things, Aquarians, you can't assess what they're going to do when they're so erratic. That's the best thing about them. Naughty torties. Yes, I love naughty. And my Duchess's cat's mum is a naughty tortie. She's still going. I would say a different vet. If you feel like that one isn't giving you the answer, then it would be a different vet for me. But don't trust your own wisdom and your own knowledge that you could understand what she would possibly need. Trust your instincts. If you feel that they need a vet, then do a different one. Try a different one. I waited for Kayleigh to laugh. No one on this side can hear you laugh. This is true. This is true. She seems okay other than peeing. If it's hot weather, are you in the heat wave like I am? Because mine are, even my dog is barely peeing. I think they are so hot that they're either just laying somewhere and dealing with the heat. Yes, crystal healing. Perfect. Yes. You already have everything you need to help her through this. I don't know if you feed her wet food. Maybe wet food is a way to go forward. Just a little bit of moisture on biscuits, or try and get some in. I hope that's helpful in some way. Go and check out Shining Star Mystics page as well on YouTube. She's an indoor kitty. It's still been really hot in here. I know I was melting. Honestly, I did that meditation circle and I just looked awful. I look really good today compared to what I was looking. You're so welcome. Okay, where did Caroline go? Caroline, are you still here? I can't find your comment, Caroline. There it is. Are you still here? I really want to honor Caroline. Okay. Oh, what is that? What is that? Doesn't feel bad. It just feels like there's a lot going on. Okay. Let's see where we're going with you. Three of Wands. A vision of where you want to go. The Magician, trying to make it happen. Oh, Samantha Smith. So it's so kind of you for joining me today. However, stop spamming my people. I wish you well, just well away from me. Sorry, guys. Please don't interact with this person. Samantha Smith. I blocked her. Well, if you're in Plymouth, we could meet up and swap, couldn't we? That'd be really cool. Caroline. It's like you have plans of what it is you want to do. It's just getting the plan started. It's like they just stay there as potential all the time. Because things are taken from you. Okay, I have the Seven of Swords and the Ten of Swords. So I don't know if there's some form of I want to say backstabbing. or things that have been done that took from you in some way. And so that may be why you don't feel motivated to go and do something, because there is something that you really want to commit to, but right now something or someone is taking energy from you. It feels like someone's being really selfish, and I don't think they're aware of what they're doing is hurting you the way that it is. What we then have is the Two of Pentacles, which is about balance and how do I take what I want to commit to and put it into person. It's going to take resilience. It's going to take strength. We then have the Death card, which, don't worry, it doesn't literally mean death. It just, everything has an end and everything has a beginning. And this one has a phoenix. It really does sum up that energy of the phoenix burning up, how going into full rock bottom, you know, the death, and then rising from the ashes. So if you have hit rock bottom at some point recently where you feel like I'm kind of done with people, or I'm done with this, or it's not going to get any worse than it did at that point. You can, from when you hit rock bottom, the only place to go is up. And now I have that song by Yaz in my head. The only way is up. Now it's about, what do I want? What do I need? What's going to make me feel happy? What's going to make me feel fulfilled? Because it really is about, yes, okay. 2 autistic children and my own self is hard to find sometimes. And it is about juggling, right? I feel like, because that feels exhausting. And they don't mean to take from you, right? But they do. Kids, especially neurodivergent kids, they are wonderful gifts, but they are tiring. And they don't mean to be selfish. They're not aware that they're selfish sometimes, but they have to be, because that's how they're wired. It's just, so for you, there is something that you want to go and do, and it just sits there as potential all the time. I don't know if there's a new phase coming in the sense of new energy coming in for you. I don't know if I'm feeling move, but I don't think it's literally a physical house move either. There's a move. Do you have a child moving from one stage of schooling to another school? Are they changing schools? Because I feel like there's a change in that situation, either a change of teacher or a change of environment. They find someone who understands them, or can connect with them and unlock them and bring them a sense of understanding themselves. Just moved to special ed school. Okay. Because I feel like that move has been really beneficial in the sense that I don't know if that's calmed them down emotionally a little bit, like less outbursts, less meltdowns, less frustrations, the bottle of pop scenario. There's less shaking, and so less outbursts, less draining. That's not to say that it isn't hard work still, but I feel like it may have improved. We then have the Four of Wands, which is kind of this midterm assessment, like, oh, okay, this is where we are now. What does this mean for me? And what can I now do for me? Because I now have this extra kind of, some of the pressure removed. And being able to see that, hey, I might just be able to do something for me. You're so welcome. I'm all about sharing out and shouting out to everybody. There's enough people in the world for us all to do our work. The Four of Wands is my midterm assessment review card. Basically, it's like, okay, we're on this trek. We've got to this point. Okay, things are okay now. And actually, they've been okay for a little bit. okay, what can we do now? What potential obstacles are going to come up? And if we do that, oh, your daughter's moving to secondary school as well. I can't believe your kid's in secondary school. This is crazy. It's crazy. Mine's off to secondary in September. So yeah, there is this kind of, this assessment, this milestone, this threshold where you're like, okay, they're where they are, they're where they are. And so what do I want to do now? What do we need to bring in to keep this progress going? Is there any obstacles coming up that maybe we can go over, need to get over? There is a sense of stability and calm right now, for a little while at least. The next 4 years we'll see growth and progress. Now it's okay for you to start thinking about, hey, okay, what do I need? What do I want to go and do? There's a little bit of freedom. And sometimes when we're given freedom, we want to do 100 things at once. But it's like, okay, what do I really want to focus my energy on now for me? So I don't know if there's something that either you may not have shared this with people, because I don't know if you thought it could even be a thing you could do. But now it's your time to step up and go, oh, okay, I can do this. This is my vision of how I want to be. And actually, this is something that maybe you put on hold and it was really hard because it's what you've always wanted to do. And you put that on hold because you had the kids and you do the things, and we put other things as a priority ahead of us and our dreams. But now it feels like there's this little bit of freedom that means you can do that. Oh my God, yes. Yes. TA. Let me have a look at that for you. Tough decision. It's a hard decision. It will make you happy. You have friends around you that will support you. Make sure that you use them, because I'm pretty sure you've supported them. And these people will shout louder than anybody else that you can do that. You can make this happen. There's a choice between, I watched the Dumbledore film yesterday and I love it. As soon as he said it in that film, I was like, this is amazing. You work in a school already. Okay, so you could apply the experience that you have over. There's a choice between doing what is right and what is easy. It's about you going, okay, this is also going to expand you, the family unit as well. It may even give you tools that can help you bring structure at home as well, like learning other techniques and tools, although I'm pretty sure you have that covered already. And then we have the Sun, clarity, decision, almost that freedom and liberation, having that clarity. Like if that's what you want to do, yeah, it's yours to claim if you want to go and do it. The Ace of Cups is about prioritizing your emotional needs and your dreams. And you have the Ace of Wands and you have the Ace of Cups. And as I say that, if you don't want another child, make sure you're using protection, because the Ace of Wands goes in the Ace of Cups. But yes, the clarity, the moment of it, you may have an opportunity to go for that. So yes, prioritize you and you will see it. It will come in. It's yours to claim it if you want it. You are capable of doing this. It may mean juggling resources and time. You're used to doing that anyway. I feel like you can use that. And then you have the Ten of Cups on the bottom, which is happiness and fulfillment for you and others around you, actually, with that one. Because you inspire people to be the best version of themselves. That's why you are made to be a TA, to go and support people, because you can understand another point of view. There's no such thing as a naughty child. There is always something going on, and then just sometimes you need to adjust what they're doing. I don't know if you will go into SEN teaching assistant, but well, this is you stepping into what you feel is your calling. So it's there if you want it. Okay, where are we going? Where are we going? Where are we going? I like late night reading. I don't know why I haven't read for... I've been reading for me and I've just sat there going, yeah, that's nice. I didn't even pull my own card this morning. I did do my inhaler, but I didn't pull my own card this morning. You are so welcome. Just remember, you are an incredible mum. You are an incredible mum. It literally is telling me, because you would rather do yourself short than see them upset. It's okay to choose you. You're an incredible mum. You have the Empress card. That means you make sure they have everything that they need. Okay, Mary, when do I see you moving? I will give you what the cards tell me. 3 months. Literally, the 3-month card. With news in 3 weeks. Yeah, news in 3 weeks of some date. So 3 weeks time, what's that? Second week of September. The cards are telling me there will be news in 3 weeks, and 3 months would be the actual move date. Or you can start making plans with regards to that date that you're given in 3 weeks time. Hope that's helpful, Mary. Benita. Let's go with Benita. Oh, yeah, actually it's the same comment. It's just unicorns. I'm not going to lie. The unicorns get me every time. Benita. Okay. Benita. For you, it's again assessing how far you've come. But I feel like this is assessing the process of I don't know if there was a situation where somebody stole your energy, either backstabbed you, cheated on you. And I don't mean cheated as in like they went off and did something. I mean like they cheated you out of something, or they took something that wasn't theirs. I feel like for them, what they took from you, whether that was cutting words that took a piece of your, that soul retreat or kind of energy that took, needing to claim that piece of you back from them. But this person can't do any damage to you anymore. And the reason they did it, I think that's the worst thing. You can understand why they did it. It was about them. It wasn't about you. But what they did damage. That's not to condone their actions. It did damage. Ex-business partner. Okay. That's left you wary of working with others. It's also left you wary of your own progress moving forward on your path. It's held you back from doing that. You do have great friendships around you. Yeah, I have the Page of Wands, I have the Page of Swords, and the Page of Pentacles. So there is this hesitancy for you to move forward with something that you are passionate about, driven about, that you have the knowledge and wisdom to move forward with. You then move into the Two of Pentacles, which is if you have all this potential and you've been holding back because of this person, it's time for you to claim that piece of you back, to unify yourself, to come into union with yourself and assess, okay, that didn't work, but that's not going to stop me. I'm going to move forward. Even if I have to do it on my own, which you may well have to, it's a test of resilience to keep going forward. If I get this death card much more tonight, I'm gonna cry. But it is It's about doing that work to remove that person's influence from your progress moving forward. The juniper is screaming out at me on this, which is a juniper can be used for cleansing and protection. And it is cleansing out whatever shadow is left of that person so that you can move forward, fully evolved, fully realized, fully whole, and allow that to fall away so that you can move forward into this new phase of what it is you require. Because, yeah, King of Cups. If this is spiritual work, then absolutely you should be doing this. You have the skills and you have the ability and the depth of feeling without feeling like protecting your energy as well. You have everything that you need for you to move forward. Your intuition is on point. You have the 10 of Pentacles as well. You have everything you need to make this a success for you. If you're ready, take that step. This shadow is coming up to be integrated and worked through and integrated. Yes, we've been doing some internal work, some inside work. Who am I now? What does this mean? How can I move forward? How can I do what I want to do? It's beautiful energy. Also, there's something you need to speak up about. Podcast, speaking. There you go. Do it. It's amazing. They'll have the phoenix on the bottom as well. So yes, do it. It's amazing. This is you rising up, Vanita. Amazing. It feels beautiful. Get curious. Ask questions on the podcast. Is it spiritual interviews? Leo season's really good. Okay. Let's go with, where are we going, where are we going, where are we going, where are we going, where are we going? Karen, we'll do Karen. A card for you, Karen. The Hierophant. With Temperance. The Page of Cups. I love this. Whatever healing advice you have been given by an expert, heed that. Absolutely listen to that. I do feel like you can balance that with some fun. I don't know if you've been told to rest, but I feel like with the Page of Cups, you may be deciding what you're going to do. Balance that with, when I'm finally able to go and do what I want to do, what am I going to go and do? There's a need to connect with people. I'm really seeing the grandchild here, but also friends as well, reconnecting with friends. That's okay, Chelsea. If that resonates with someone, then that's fine. I love that, Vanita. It's so important. Everybody avoids shadow work, but you need to go into the dark. You need to. Can't all be love and light. That's why I hate toxic positivity. Yes, Karen, it's heeding the advice of experts, but understanding that you can make plans once the healing journey, as part of the healing journey, what you're going to do when you have free reign. Yes, 4 of Wands. Is there a party coming up? Different options of fun to go and do that. There is a lot of divine protection around you right now. Family feels important right now as well. So I don't know. 2 grandchildren? Wow. A busy boy, naughty but busy. Okay. Is this what it is? Is this about you choosing what you do, what your options are with regards to time and commitments? It's a lot of protection. 7 of Swords there. Does that reflect the naughtiness? Does it? But also the tenacity. I don't know if you need to assess all the things that you do and all the things that need to be a little bit selfish and go, I can only handle so much. And so I need to focus on the things that bring me joy, or the thing that wants to be there. Assessing what brings you joy, what brings you fulfillment, and what doesn't. You have a Queen of Cups. The need to nurture and heal people is great, but you can also spread yourself too thin. It's about balancing the elements of your life. I want them both in my life. I'm happy to be gifted. I think Trent had a hand in this. Quite possibly. So this is a surprise one. This is intriguing me. I'm not going to delve into it on here, Karen. I do feel like there are conversations to be had. There's healing to be done. But there is also an opportunity here. This feels like it's delving into things that aren't new, and so I'm not going to read them on here, but this was unexpected news indeed. You can balance all the things that you need to for you, if that's what you want to do. It's about you bringing in the structure, and you bringing in the stability, and you bringing in the things that work for you to be stable, for your energy to be where it needs to be and applied where it needs to be. Okay, where am I going next? La 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 la. Sarah, we could have done this when you were here. Let's do this. You don't have a picture. As you can see, nothing comes up. Oh. There is an offer. Oh my God. Okay. So, Sarah, for you, there's something coming in that's going to change up everything. It feels like an offer or an opportunity for you. If you don't see it right now, but this opportunity, this offer that comes in for you, there are flies everywhere in here. So if Alison's around, Alison, can you take them away, please? There is this energy of an opportunity near you, or something that you can do that will either you don't want to take, or you don't feel you can take it, or you're not aware that it's an option for you, but it will get you from a place where you don't feel secure and settled to a place where you can. There are steps that you can start taking for that. What you don't believe is that you are worthy of this. Oh, you won your Pippa Peel. Well done. Oh, whoop whoop, because I know what that means. Amazing. But there's this opportunity coming in that will take you from a place where you don't feel secure and safe, either emotionally safe or literally safe. And it will enable you you are worthy of it. You do deserve it. You deserve to be happy. And so there's this conversation that can be had, or there is something you can apply for if you choose to do that. But this does bring in, you may not think you're worthy of it, but you do it. The opportunity is there for you to do it. And it gives you this whole new beginning, this energy of a whole new beginning. It does feel like this time right now is people having things come up so that they can be cleared and removed, so you can move forward into a new phase. That sounds like one of my kids. It's probably Ewan, because he got up really early and then he slept from 12 till 6, and then he's been up since 12 to 8, one of them. His sleep's really messed up. You have the Empress card. This is a reminder of how incredible you are as a mother. And you are an incredible mother. What do you need doing?
I need some liquid.
Get some liquid then. You're an incredible mother. It's a reminder that you are incredible, that you provide them a safe home, that they are cared for and tended to. And having seen that firsthand, absolutely. There is a vision and view of what it is you want your life to look like. It's time to start, not necessarily taking the steps, but making the plans of what you want that life to look like, what it is you want to do. Because I feel like you're done with where you are right now and you want something new. I don't know if you're looking at moving. Maybe out of the area. It does. It feels like a new move, like a new life somewhere, a new beginning somewhere.
I mean, this whole cucumber.
Okay, Ewan. Not the whole cucumber. Not the whole cucumber.
Cut some of it then.
Ewan.
Cut some of it then.
Thank you. There is a new opportunity for you, something that you hadn't considered before. It's probably come out of nowhere. There's an opportunity potentially for you to move if you choose to. So you can finally start moving forward. You have success and feeling confident in yourself. I do feel like there's a move. Yeah, it does feel like you're moving, and it feels like you're moving away from the area. I don't know why. Have a look at your Saturn placement in your natal chart, where Saturn is and what that means in your birth natal chart, because that's where you feel constrictions and push back, hold back. Once you know where that is and why that happens, you can use that to your advantage to work out how you work around that energy on you. You have a lot in your corner to defend, to protect. You may not think that, but you do. There's a lot of fire energy. I feel like you're very inspired right now. Remember your worth. Remember your personal empowerment. Queen of Pentacles. Everything that is needed materially, you can bring it into being. 10 of Pentacles. That definitely feels like that's the tip. But that gives you options. That gives you choices of what it is you want to do and what it is that makes you happy and what you need right now. Moving forward, you have that Tower card. I don't know if you didn't expect that to come in, but it's coming in. If you want to move somewhere, start looking at what places. Daydream. Allow yourself to daydream, because then you'll know if you really want it or not. It's okay to go and daydream. I feel like you're moving, and if you are moving, that's not the long-term plan of where it is you want to go, because a lack of support network has made you realize that you want to move to places where you are supported and you do have people around you can rely on. It's just working out where those people are for the kids as well. I hope that's helpful, Sarah. You could have done that while you were here. Why didn't you do that while you were here? Probably because we were dancing on a beach till 9 o'clock at night. Okay. Wendy, can you have a card, please? Of course you can. Did I see there was something in particular that you wanted, Wendy? Did I see that? I swear I saw you say something. It's much further back than I can see it. Ah, 2 houses. You'll know which one's right for you. Wendy. I swear I am. There are choices. House move. Yeah. As long as it has everything you need within it. You have 5 major arcana. Okay, so we have the Lovers, which is a choice, right? And the Magician with the Devil, and then the Empress, and then the Death card. So, oh my God. And a partridge in a pear tree. I've got the 12 Days of Christmas singing in my head, so that's really helpful. There's a choice. If you want to move, you can move. If you don't want to move, you don't have to move. Make sure you're doing it for the right reasons. Make sure that you are... Okay, Karen, I'll have a look in a bit. Make sure you're doing it for the right reasons. Make sure that you're not dealing yourself short. And make sure if you are moving, that you're moving to someone that has everything that you need for you to be... I do think you're moving home. I do think you're moving home. I mean, obviously that's your choice to do that. I do feel that October time is maybe the time that you find it. Well, and I don't know. October, November time. But I'm literally hearing the 12 Days of Christmas, so I don't know if you'll be moved by the 12. Oh, okay. The 12 Days of Christmas don't lead up to Christmas. Everybody thinks they are, but they're not. The 12 Days of Christmas are actually when court held the 12 Days of Christmas. So it leads up to Epiphany, which is January the 6th. Because it's 12 days from Christmas is what the song is actually about, because in court they used to keep bringing presents for the 12 days. Like they would have a 12-day party to bring in New Year and keep celebrating till Epiphany, which is when all the decorations have to be down, otherwise it's bad luck, yada, yada, yada. So the 12 Days of Christmas would take you to January the 6th. So I don't know if you'll have a Christmas literally surrounded by boxes, but there is something about the end of October. So I don't know whether that's when you sell your house or when you have an agreement or when things start moving with regards to a house move. But I'm getting the 12 days of Christmas. I'm getting January the 6th as a date that may be important with regards to that house move. Let me just see who... But it does feel like you're moving forward. And this new home will give you some calm and some healing, and it will feel more secure. Make sure it has everything that you need. It will feel like home. You will know that it's home. And so, yeah. It will be so healing for you. And all your energetic, spiritual connections will feel like they're in place. I feel like there's going to be a tree that's important in the garden. There's something about the tree. I've always said if I move, I'm taking my willow tree with me. I just feel like there's a tree that just feels familiar in the garden. You'll know what home it is. I hope that's helpful, Wendy. Okay, I know this is Natasha Young, so I just went to have a look. May I have a little reading, please? Been feeling some weird energy lately and getting more nightmares than usual. Maybe a message I'm missing. There is weird energy anyway at the moment. I think everyone's been feeling it. The last 3 or 4 days has been really weird. Late night readings. I think maybe I'll have to do them more often. Do you know, I get to about 9 o'clock and I get and I did it tonight. I went, it's too late. And then I just fed the kids, because obviously, as I just said, Ewan woke up at whatever time, so he decided to eat at 9 o'clock at night. I don't care, it's the school holidays, it's what worked tonight. And I sat with some noodles and then just went, gonna go live. So I stopped the dishwasher mid-sequence, and here we are. You have a lion guide, and they are trying to give you a message. It's funny, isn't it, Benita? I don't mind the late night ones. They don't bother me. I think I did one at 1 o'clock in the morning my time because I had to link up with someone in California. There is someone, a lion guide on the other side. If there is a lion or a goat in your dreams, there's symbolism there. Make sure you're looking into the symbolism of the dream. Just because it's a nightmare, I don't know if you've ever seen the film Inside Out. They cause a nightmare to wake her up, and that's what I'm being told. They're making it a nightmare so you remember what the details are, so that you can go and look into what that dream means for you, because there is something in that dream that you need to remember. So make sure you're writing down these dreams that you're getting, because in Inside Out, basically there's this girl that the emotions have gone within, and they, in order to get the train inside her head moving again, to get back up to the head office or whatever, the main hub where the emotions live, they have to wake the girl up. And they're like, oh, well, we'll just make something fun. And then sadness goes, no, we need to wake her up by doing a nightmare that will wake her up. And then the train will get going again, and everything, consciousness will start happening. So I feel like they're giving you the bad nightmares to make you wake up and listen to what is being told to you in the message, because there is something that I think you want to do and it feels right for you, but I think it's some information. So yeah, that you stop being scared and you stop holding yourself back and get moving with something that it is you want to do. I don't know if you want to go traveling to someplace, or that whether there's a move on the cards for you, but there is something where the energy is about to kickstart, get going, and you need this information that is being given to you in these dreams that helps you get moving, to stop holding yourself back from something that you wanted to do and you daydreamed about, and start going and doing it and doing the things, because it's really important that you do this on your journey. Also, I don't know if you've ever thought about doing Reiki healing, but Reiki could be really good for you as well. Or you do Reiki, but there's something about Reiki as well for you on that as well. Hope that's helpful in some way, Natasha. Okay. There are so many Facebook users coming up and I'm not seeing names. Hi, everybody. If you're in Magpie's Nest, I'm flicking between the pages to see who it is. Okay. Who's that with the flames? Hannah and Noah. Let's do that with the flames. There you go. Hannah and Noah. Let's see what we got. I really hope. Anoya. There you go. Flames. Okay. Again, okay, there is so much energy right now. Oh, I love this. I love it though. I love it. Okay. You are safe and secure where you are right now. If you are having old energies come up, shadows, traits, triggers coming up that take you back to feeling like you're not safe, or you're under attack, or you feel insecure in some way, they're coming up because they're energetic blockages for you right now, and those things need healing. So if you are pulling up things where you were told you weren't good enough, you need to heal through that. Same common dark tall figure. Oh, wow. There's a reason. Who is the figure? Natasha, who's the figure? What does it mean to you? Why are you scared of that figure? That's all I'm saying. Ask questions with more questions. Sorry, Hannah. So these are blockages that are coming up because these are things that need to be cleared in order for you to move forward towards that fully realized, fully fulfilled spiritually, emotionally, mentally, fulfillment, nourishment, satisfaction that you are looking for. There are energetic releases that need to happen, because I believe there are people that are supposed to come into your life, either to work with you or just to be a part of your life. And And they come in once you are fully realized and integrated that part of shadow, or that those triggers that are coming up, they're coming up because there's clearing to be done, that leads you forward to this. And I feel like there is something that you are building, or you will be building or working on. And you need to do this work so that when the offers come in, oh, I love that so much. I do feel like an apology is coming your way, that will in and of itself also be a trigger for whatever reason. I have no idea. I've had this issue for as long as I can remember, but it fills me with fear and a few of my family members. Oh, wow. Okay. Have a look at, Natasha, do an egg cleanse. Because if that's some sort of, I'm going to have a think about that as well. That may be some generational thing that needs working through with that. If family members have all had the same thing, it may be a thing about ancestral healing that needs to be done. But egg cleanse anyway, in case that is something that's attached to you. Sorry, Hannah, as I'm saying, I feel like there is an apology that will come through that in and of itself will be a trigger that will cause you to go and reassess, okay, do I need this person in my life, or do I accept that? What does this person's apology mean for me? And then, what that means and what that feels. I feel like there's somebody coming in with that energy in the next 2 to 6 weeks. This person's coming through. They're either going to offer an apology, or they're offering something that can help you develop and evolve. But if you do interact with this person, you need very clear boundaries with them. And if you do give them a chance, it is their last chance. They have one opportunity and then it's gone again. You have to have strong boundaries with people. And it feels like it's somebody that's close to you or means a lot to you, because I'm shaking. My voice is shaking as I'm saying this. It's a really big thing for you to put a boundary up with this person. But it's being authentic and honoring who you are now and all the work that you've done, that you need to protect your energy and yourself by putting these boundaries up with this person. But yeah, within the next 2 to 6 weeks, it kind of feels like this person will come in and want to interact with you in some way energetically. And it's about having a very clear boundaries with them, because they raise triggers for you, or something about them brings up triggers and shadow work for you to be doing. And we are now going into the darker half of the year, so we are dealing with darkness and shadow becoming more prevalent in our day-to-day lives. I hope that's helpful in some way, Hannah. Okay. Look. Oh, Maka. I really hope that's right, Maka. Tito. As I did yours, I had the card chucked over as I looked at your name. Well, hopefully that it's a good thing. I think the apology is sincere, but it's about having those things in place. Maka, for you, I had, as I came in, was the Tower. And then I had the 5 of Wands and the 6 of Cups. The Tower isn't necessarily to be feared. It's actually things being removed from our lives that do fundamentally change the structure of our life, in the sense that everything that was before isn't going to be anymore. So it's either somebody that was integral to our life is removed, and so we have to find new ways to structure our life where they were. But the good thing about the Tower is that anything that wasn't serving us is being removed. And there's a reason it's been removed, and that's because it wasn't a stable thing for us to have in our life, or it wasn't being conducive. It was actually causing a lot of toxicity, and we hadn't released it, so it was being removed for us in some ways. That doesn't mean that it's not an easy ride. It's actually a really hard ride. That's why people fear the Tower, because that level of adjustment needs to be honored and needs to be assessed and needs to be worked through. So I don't know if you've had this happen where there's been this big life event where everything, the whole playing field, everything that you've known has been changed. And that's actually left you stuck in some ways, either in what shoulda, woulda, couldas, what could have been, like part of the grieving process of, well, I thought my life was going to go that way and it's not now. You have to grieve that vision that you thought, even if it's for your highest good, and even if it was a great thing that it's led to, there's still, you saw your life and that was your reality for you. And so you need to grieve the adjustment between what you thought was going to happen and what actually happened and where you are now. There is this grieving process or adjustment process where you have to work through that change, that adjustment. So I don't know if there have been some blockages where you can't seem to move forward from what should have been to where you are now. So if that's the case, then you need to be working through what that means to remove those blocks from you. Whether that's, I love that, the Lovers. Sorry, I'm not laughing at the situation. I'm laughing that that's the card that came up, because I was literally about to say talking, and it's the card for Gemini where we talk to someone. They're the chatterboxes, the witterers. Talk it through with someone. There's also always a choice. And with the Lovers card, we have a choice. We can either stay where we were, or we can move forward completely, or we can move forward in a way that honors what was removed from our life. There is always more than two choices. There's hardly ever an either or. There is another middle path or another path that you can take. It doesn't have to be all or nothing. It is, however, a decision that you can't really go back from once you've made it. And with it being Gemini, to me, this is either someone that is very mercurial, with regards to someone that changes their mind every so often, or something about them changes from one to the other. And when they're good, they're good. When they're not, they're not. There's that kind of energy to this situation. But there's also, it may be something that happened in May, June time as well, with it being Gemini season. But the biggest thing with the Lovers card is that it's communication. To have a healthy relationship, there has to be open and honest communication. And there also has to be a choice in a healthy relationship. You choose each other over and over again. You have to be two independent people that are interdependent on each other. And so if that becomes unhealthy, there can be a power play if it goes on too long. I'm not saying if one person's down, then we walk away. That's not it at all. You absolutely support each other. But when that balance becomes unhealthy, it's too much of one or the other, codependency happens, then that's when intervention needs to happen. So I don't know if there is something about you needing to be supported, talking to someone, having someone support you, or you supporting someone with something that's happened. But the thing is, when the Tower happens, it's ground zero. And once the dust settles, there's people tend to go, oh my God, what do I do now? But what people don't realize is you have a choice in that moment. What do I want to do now? If a relationship has ended and we're like, oh my God, what do I do now? I'm on my own. Well, you can go and do all the things that you couldn't do with them because you're now kind of liberated. You can do anything that you want to right now. You can do anything. You're building your life back up in a much stronger, future-proofed way. So it's up to you. You have more control in the situation of what you do afterwards than I think maybe you could potentially realize. And yes, with the Four of Cups being there as well, unaware that you have choices and options and ways to be happy. And that's okay to be in that place of unawareness and potential numbness and apathy as well, to not want to move forward or not want to do something. It's okay to be there for a little while, just don't stay there too long. If you're feeling like you're in apathy or numbness for too long, again, go and speak to somebody, speak to a professional, speak to a counselor or a therapist or whatever to try and navigate your way out of those feelings. Because obviously if you stay in apathy too long, that can send us into depressive episodes and the more negative emotions. So it's better to do the healing work when you're in the place of in-between space and to do some maintenance on you to get you back out of it rather than rebuilding completely. the other way, but you have so many more options than you realize, and there is more potential in you than you realize. And actually everything that you need in your life is within you already. You are already a whole person on your own. You are capable of providing everything for yourself. So anybody else should be a choice. Whether you want to be with someone or not, that's up to you. Whether you want to be in a situation or not, that's up to you. I don't think you realize that you have a choice in providing your own happiness, if that makes sense. There's anxiety in here as well. There's been anxiety, and obviously if there's trauma, then I'm pretty sure anxiety would come off the back of that. So this is about empowering yourself, building up your confidence, understanding your worth, and that you are the one that dictates your worth, not another person or someone else's behavior. If their behavior doesn't work, you have a choice. If their behavior disrespects your worth, walk away. You can walk away. I know that's really hard, and sometimes you don't see that we can, but you have a choice to leave sometimes, even when you are unaware it is there for you. I hope that helps. And also, you're taking on too much of other people's stuff, so some people need to carry their own stuff now. Carrying it for a little while is okay, but if it's been a while, they need to start carrying their own stuff again, because otherwise you're going to get overloaded. It feels like a family obligation, but there are other people that can help too. There are other people that can, you don't have to do things for everybody. And honor that grief, honor any trauma that happened. Make sure that you're working through that as much as you can. Okay, I have been on here for 2 hours and 10 minutes, and in 5 minutes, my husband is going to come through the door. So before I turn into an actual pumpkin, I'm going to disappear. I will be back on teaching my Tarot 101 class, the free one, the little free introductory, go through the everythings of tarot in my spiritual development class group. It's all for, everything in that group is free. That is the one rule. Everything is free in that spiritual development group, because I don't want it to be anything about money in there, which is ironic after some of the things tonight. But yes, the spiritual development group, there's stuff in there. The link for that is on the wall. So yeah, the Tarot 101, it just takes you through the bare bones of tarot. So if you want to, it's a starting point. If you want to learn tarot, if you want to teach yourself tarot, it just gives you the bare bones. As I said, the tarot course starts on the 4th of September at 8 o'clock. It's every Sunday for 2 hours. It's £125 for the 10 weeks. So again, you can book that through the yes, you can contact me through Messenger, Chelsea, that's fine. If you put it in the Magpie Moonchild one, at least I'll be in Magpie's space, if that makes sense. What else? So yeah, the course is 10 weeks. You can book that on magpiemoonchild.com. There are slots for personal readings if you want to do a personal reading, if you feel called to do that. What else? I have a live with Laura on Thursday. So Thursday at 8 o'clock. If you haven't got a reading tonight, please feel free to come and join me and Laura on Thursday. You get the benefit of me and Laura reading for each of you. So yeah, we'll be back in, I think that's Friday. It might be 7 o'clock. Again, the event is on the wall. Or at least I will be putting it on the my page's stories. What else? I think that's it for tonight. So I'm really sorry if I didn't get to read for you all. It's really hard. I just go where spirit take me. And I always come off feeling awful that I didn't read for everybody, but we have to go where we're going. And yeah, I won't be down a dark hole for as long as I have been the last 2 weeks. So yeah. Oh, thank you. I am funny. Tell my husband that I'm funny, because I say things and he doesn't even crack a smile. And I go, that's funny. And he went, I know it was funny. I laughed. And I went, you didn't, not the sound came out of you. So that's what happens when you're married to someone who's so, it's the best thing for me because I'm so up and down like this, that him constant is great. But when I want someone to laugh really hard, it only goes that far. Anyway, so I have to find other people to be funny with, who laugh and joke. He's really good for me. Oh, no, it's not him. I thought it was him, but it's not. Good. I have a Taurus Venus, so my Venus is in Taurus. And I've just realized tonight I've done our natal charts on a really great site. If you want like a free reading, is michelleknight.com. It's Michelle with one L and knight as in a knight with a sword. It's a really good site, right? So I've just gone on there and done like our comparison of our charts, our two natal charts together as a couple. And my north node is the opposite of his south node, so our norths are opposites, which means our souths are also opposite. And so my lesson is what he's bringing from his past life, and his lesson is what I'm bringing from my past life. So it's great. Yeah, Michelle Knight, I think she's updated it because I just went on it today because she keeps turning up on my stories at the top of my page. And actually it was Michelle's site that I had a reading from somebody on her website. I booked a reading through michelleknight.com, and that person was the person that told me that I would meet someone at the end of March, and I bumped into Terry on the 2nd of April, and that was the reading that made me go, I want to be able to do that. And that's why I learned tarot 17 and a half years ago, started learning tarot. So Michelle Knight, I owe it all to her. She is stalking me, and I don't mind. I don't mind because I want her hat and I want her wardrobe and I want her house. And I think she lives in Devon now. I could be wrong. I know, and she's from the same place I am. So I was born. So I'd love to be like Michelle Knight. She's just so badass and cool. Anyway, I am going because it's 2.25 hours. And thank you to everybody who donated. Thank you to everybody who let me in their energy tonight. And I won't be disappearing as long. I will see you all on Wednesday if you're coming to my 101 freebie class, which will give you a taste of the course if you wanted to come and do my course. I'm not going to be promoting it in there because it is a free course with no promotion in there. So Thursday I will be on this page with Laura, and the StreamYard is already on the page. So you can absolutely just go and click reminder, and that will remind you when we're live. So, but I'm going now, and I will see you all soon. Bye for now. Oh no, I want to end broadcast, not leave my own studio. Bye for now.